So the instructions say sow indoors 3 to 4 weeks prior to last frost, or direct seed after all risk of frost. Definitely not doing that. For indoor planting. Hey folks, here it's the last week of May, and I'm planting out my cucumbers, my pickling cucumbers this morning, and pretty good frost, right? We had frost last night. You don't know if you can see frost, right? And a lot of people might think, what are you, crazy? You got to wait till the first new moon in June. And I just did a whole video talking about that, so I'm not going to get into it here. The purpose of this video is to show just how easy it is to plant something like a cucumber in a no-till garden. So I mean, I'm going to have them growing up a nice high trellis here, and I've got them planted under a dome like this because it's still a bit early. It's about 2 weeks after I saw the first dandelion flowers here, and that's about the right time for me to plant them under a dome outdoors. I find they tend to be okay. And I'm going to leave this dome on for most of June. I vented a little bit during the days just by, jamming a little stick under it, making a little crack. It's air space, right? Yeah, it gets nice and warm under here. The soil gets nice and warm, and I find it pretty reliable way. I get a lot of cucumbers every year, and I find this is a pretty reliable way to do it. So this is a no-till garden. I covered this with leaves and stuff last fall, and now all I've done was just move the leaves aside, make a little line down the center. Now I'm going to stick the seeds in. So the instructions say sow indoors 3 to 4 weeks prior to last frost, or direct seed after all risk of frost. Definitely not doing that. For indoor planting, use 2-inch square Jiffy strip pots and plant blah 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 blah. I think if there's a lot of plants just hate being transplanted, and cucumbers and squash are one of them. I'm always amazed when I go to a garden center and I see these cucumbers in these pots. They look so sad. And then people buy them and they stick them in the garden. The cucumbers die and they think they're lousy gardeners. When really they should just stick a seed in the ground and get that ground nice and warm. And you can have a setup like this. Or once you get it planted, you can just put plastic over the ground like a clear garbage bag until the thing pops up. Once the thing pops up out of the ground, you got to get that bag gone. But yeah, I mean, I think they say plant them in rows 6 inches apart. That's what I'm going to do. 6 inches apart. These probably have to be spaced out. But I mean, look how unbelievably easy this is. There, that's all it takes. So, yeah, let's say I started those indoors 3 weeks ago. They'd be further along than they are right now. But, it's not like I never did indoor transplants before. I spent years messing around with that. I started doing this approach because I like it better. Right? I didn't start doing this because the other thing was working great for me. There's a lot of plants that just hate being transplanted, and cucumbers are one of them. And so maybe you think you're getting an advantage by starting them ahead of time outdoors, but I'll tell you that when you move them from indoors, you think you're getting ahead of the game by growing them indoors and then moving them out. But I tell you, they do not like being transplanted. You can do it, but I think they're just happier plants if they're growing in one place their whole life. They're going to be getting full sun, real sun, all the time from day one, and that's where they get their energy from, right? So you got an indoor plant, you start it in a window or under lights. You're not giving it the energy, you're not giving it optimal energy, right? So yeah, you've got the plant to grow, but I think you're going to have a stronger, healthier, more vigorous plant if you start outside. That's what I do every year. I get all the cucumbers I can handle. So, or any other, sort of squash, cucurbit, or whatever that family is called, things like that. Anyway, I hope you found that interesting. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. Check out my podcast, maritimegardening.com. Don't forget to click the bell so you know when I make new videos. And until next time, get out there, get at it, have fun in your garden. Thanks for watching.